In this world, there are millions, hundreds of millions of people who don't have scripture, they don't read and they don't write. So what do they do? These people are without scripture, without access to the Bible, because they don't read and they don't write. And when they don't even have a written language, how do you get the Bible to them when there's no provision for that? Right, so we've got 4 words. So we're going to go and do snake first. Judith is the lady's name, and she's got 2 snakes. They're about 1 metre long, I think. So in my head, I'm assuming that we can go outside. If we can't go outside, I'll just have to make it up as we go along. But I want her. I want to be just by the back door because I don't know how big her garden is, and I want her as close as she can be so I can still capture her full head to toe, because I want the background soft. I don't know what's in the background. It may be other houses, it could be a building or anything, but with a shallow aperture, I'll be able to isolate her from the background. So it should be, I often feel like I get it on first take, but I'll do a couple just to make sure.
First endeavour and no going back.
Judith.
Yes.
Hello, Judith. I'm Mark.
Mark.
Yes. How are you? Should we just have a quick chat? I'll just kind of tell you what I'm thinking and. Sure. Yeah. Now, the people group that we're doing this for, they have a very literal way of looking at the world. So we have to always establish the shot with a full-size person. Yeah. So I need, we have to get the feet in and the head. So we can't just, otherwise, if we didn't have that, I'd be able to just buy the film from somewhere. So you haven't got to do anything. You've got to pose. You haven't got to do your blue steel or anything like that. It's just purely because you're there purely for reference that this is a human and this is the item that you're holding, and it just snake. What we're trying to do is, as our team are translating the Bible, they come across words and phrases that need more explanation. And so what we are trying to do, we're not trying to explain scripture to them, but we're just trying to show them, a bit like a dictionary, show them what the thing is, what it looks like. So it can be an oil lamp, it can be a winnowing fork, or it can be a snake. So it's to try and show in about 60 seconds, 90 seconds, just kind of show them what the thing is, what it looks like. So we're about to record snake, and so Judith is just outside. This is just to show people what the snake looks like, kind of the size of the snake. It's actually a bit smaller than I thought. It's long, but she's just getting it comfortable with her outside.
This is Snake M0468, take 1. So we're recording Snake for the Video Bible Dictionary, and it's taken from Mark 16. Jesus has just resurrected and he's appeared to the disciples. And in Mark 16 verse 15 it says, and then he told them, go into all the world and preach the good news to everyone. Anyone who believes and is baptized will be saved, but anyone who refuses to believe will be condemned. These miraculous signs will accompany those who believe, and they will speak in new languages. They will be able to handle snakes with safety, and if they drink anything poisonous, it won't hurt them. They will be able to place their hands on the sick, and they will be healed.
My name's Mark. If you've seen the Video Bible Dictionary, you probably recognise my voice. I lead the team that creates the Video Bible Dictionary. I lead a fantastic team of script writers, of photographers, of videographers, of editors, of logistic people, guides, translators. Most of them are part-time, but all of us together, all of us, work with one purpose: to create the videos you've been watching. See the repulsion. Well, there's a lot of movement here. I mean, I thought we'd get a couple of pigeons, but I didn't think we'd get like a couple of hundred pigeons. So this is just, I mean, I think I've got the shot. I'm just going to review it now. I think we've got the shot. So I just need to make sure that we get one in the bag. Wow, there are so many pigeons. Looks pretty good though. I'm quite pleased with this one. That's great. I was trying to do like a swooping shot through them. I don't think any of us have got, you know, like pooed on or anything.
I feel like I've compromised my soul for feeding the pigeons in Red Hill, but we do this for the gospel. I could feel them on my feet. I could see them in my peripheral. I think I'll be having nightmares for weeks to come, but you know, if this is what Mark needs for the Video Bible Dictionary, then what Mark needs, Mark gets.
Yeah. If you were really poor and you couldn't afford a sacrificial animal, a lamb or a goat or something like that, then you bought pigeons. You got pigeons, and it was a kind of a sign of how poor you were that you could only get pigeons. We've got a beautiful plank of wood. It's actually Jonnie's shelf. I saw it.
I dismantled my shelf.
Yeah, I saw it last night with all the books on. I said, "Oh, could we borrow that? Because it would be nice to have little piles of seed." So we're getting. That's one of the shots I want to get up here, and then also stick.
So, Huw, what are you doing today?
What am I not doing? I'm capturing everything. I want to be able to bring people on the journey and see what's happening, see what's going on. So I'm hiding safely behind the camera.
And how long have you known Mark? Your friendship?
Oh, it's been a blossoming friendship of I'd say a solid 2 weeks. Are we,
Yeah, exactly,
or are we at 3 weeks yet?
No, we haven't had our 2-week anniversary. So if you walk it in, if you're able to come in close on my hand. Oh, great. Right, let's move on to stick.
So we're about to record the word stick, a stick that Jesus would have been beaten with. And we see this in Mark 15 verses 16 to 20, and this is what it says. The soldiers took Jesus into the courtyard of the governor's headquarters and called out the entire regiment. They dressed him in a purple robe, and they wove thorn branches into a crown and put it on his head. They saluted him and taunted, "Hail, King of the Jews!" And they struck him on the head with a reed stick, spit on him, and dropped to their knees in mock worship. When they were finally tired of mocking him, they took off the purple robe and put his own clothes on him again. Then they led him away to be crucified. So this is probably one of the more sobering bits we're doing now. So we're going to go film Stick.
Yeah, so this is stick. It's a bamboo. The scripture says that it was a reed, and this is kind of reed-ish, but we kind of have to work with what we've got. But it's very similar. I mean, I've been with the reeds in the reed family, in Israel, and these are very similar, but it's very good because it shows how the wood was split, and it was split to inflict the maximum amount of pain. And so this is actually, I think, not a million miles away from what was used to beat Jesus. So yeah. It's not just a 90-second video, which I hope you've been watching lots of. There are, come on the journey with us. I want you to taste, to see, to smell, to experience what we go through. You see the tip of the iceberg in the video. There's a whole lot more that goes on behind the scenes, and just come join us. We're having a blast.